So we get asked really regularly how we deal with sleep struggles with our kids, and to be honest, we have really healthy sleepers. I really believe that's because we've developed a consistent bedtime routine with them. Of course, that doesn't mean we don't have rough nights, obviously, because we've had lots of toddlers and babies, and we've got 8 kids, so there's a lot of variables for somebody needing us at some point during the night. So I thought I would share that with you guys here today. Bedtime routine is not only good for your kids, it is good and healthy for you as well as the parent. I am an early bird, and so by like 9 o'clock at night, I am tired. And if I wait too long to get the kids to bed, I end up just being a grumpy mom when I'm putting them down, and nobody likes that, especially me. So we try to get them going with their routine and into bed at a reasonable time. I also just don't have as much willpower at night, you guys. So I know this about myself enough that I know if we have a good routine, I don't have to do as much push with the kids. They kind of know what to expect. There's very minimal fight to the routine when we are consistent. And that helps me at night as well as them. Bedtime routine kind of begins after dinner when we give the little ones baths. So that is not every single night, because there are nights that we're not home around the dinner hour, but the nights that we're home, and if they just need one, which is most nights, they get a bath. The little ones do. I like to throw in some Epsom salts in there too for the little guys, because it helps just calm them down and just start that winding down routine, gets them all cleaned up, and it gets their mind kind of already on that track that bedtime's coming soon. It's approaching. Especially important now that it is spring and summer and the sun is up so much later into the evening. They don't even cue in that it's bedtime's coming soon. So a bath really helps begin all of that. After they're done with baths, we usually have enough time to play with them for a little bit and join in on the dance party that the big kids have started after they've gotten the dishes done. But then they know the real bedtime is approaching soon when we say it's time to read. So I take the toddlers and the little ones, usually it's like the under 5 crowd, into our room on our big bed, and everybody piles on there with me who wants to come and listen to a story. I always tell them, Mama's reading now, so if you don't want to come, you might miss the story. I don't just wait for everybody, because that could take forever. Somebody doesn't want to read or whatever, they change their mind. So I'm in there, I grab the baby, we're piled in my bed. It's a really fun time to snuggle with them and just get their little tanks filled up before bedtime. Sometimes it begins with some tickling and rustling and airplane rides and whatnot if they're just really wound up, because boys are so physical especially, and they really enjoy that time with me. So I'll do that with them first, and then we'll try to settle in and read. We usually read like a good 4 books. Everybody picks one that wants to be a part of the reading, and it's just a really fun, enjoyable time of the night. Also, I recommend keeping a good rotation of library books going so that you don't get bored reading the same book over and over again. I just get like totally dead reading Goodnight Moon for the 1 millionth time. So I love to keep the old familiars that the kids love and adore, and then rotate in with some new, fresh content so I enjoy the time with them more as well, because remember, this is about us too. So it's time for our little guy to go to bed now, and I'm going to take him in his room, and he goes to bed in a dark room. I've actually brightened this footage here so you can see. That's why it's a bit grainy, but he's used to going to sleep in a dark room, and he actually turns the light switch off himself. He gets his snuggly bear and blanket. We love our guys to be cozy and to just keep a real positive atmosphere around bedtime.
There's your bear. Right behind you. Here he is.
Oh, my bear! I found my bear!
Yes, you did.
No bear. I just him. No bear.
I don't.
Oh!
Will Mama tuck you in?
No! I read book!
We did read a book. We read Big Red Barn.
No!
And the cow was sleeping where?
Big bone!
You want to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go.
No!
You don't want to look at it?
Yeah, I think.
And they all sleep together in the Big Red Barn.
No, milk. I'm cold. Mommy, I'm cold.
It's lovely.
I'm cold.
You can
can see Miles is settling down really well and just accepting that it's bedtime. He loves his bed. He generally goes down without any resistance, even though that you saw his little panicky stall there in the beginning, which is typical. Sometimes he cries. Sometimes I have to go out of the room and he's crying for a little bit. But normally he just accepts bedtime and goes right down like this.
So now that the little kids are all tucked into bed, the big kids are finishing reading with Nick, and as soon as their bedtime has come, we tell them to just go downstairs, get ready for bed, and get snuggled in, and then we'll be down to tuck them in. So they all know the drill. They go down and brush their teeth and get their pajamas on themselves, and when we come down, that's when the lights go out. Even with the lights out, our boys sometimes have a really hard time settling down at night. What we like to do to kind of calm and quiet our boys down sometimes is to put on an audiobook or some music or something that is just to get their mind in a positive place. It helps them settle down. It also helps them have better dreams and stuff at night. And then we come down and pray with them, give them tickles and shakes, which is kind of like we bounce them in bed. Boys like this, and I don't get it as a girl. I don't get it. But I don't get a lot of things about my boys. But I try to like understand them and what their needs are, and they're definitely very physical. They love being like rolled up like a sausage or thrown on the bed, or like quick little pillow fight or whatever. They just eat that all up. Anyway, leave me a comment below if it's something your kids like too. There are some nights we are so tired and we say our prayers, kind of drowsily with them, but we really still do our best to remain consistent with this and establish it as a normal habit and part of our routine. So that's our routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am creating another video and a post on my blog about the sleep struggles that we have had short term with our toddlers, usually when they're teething or sick. I'm going to address those in a separate video. So if you please comment below if you have any questions or particulars that you'd like me to address. I'd be happy to include those in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you know when my next video is coming out, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. Bye.
Get under. Happy TV.